and welcome to your Include You Level 200 courses. In your Coping 201 course, you will learn and identify different coping styles and how to support. During your Skill Building 202 course, you will understand how to support skill acquisition. And then finally, in Building Connections 203, we will learn how to support participants' emotional needs. Let's get started. Welcome to Coping 201, where you will learn how to identify various coping styles and strategies to support. Let's begin class. We all have different ways to cope, and it may vary from situation to situation. We may not even know that the way we cope has a name. So let's talk about that. The first coping style we'll be discussing is disclaiming. Typically with this style, you see denial or refusal to acknowledge that anything has even happened.
Hey Kat, I noticed earlier you knocked over Alex's tower. Do you want to talk about that?
No, I didn't. That was me.
The next style is escape or avoidance, which is just that, avoiding something or escaping from a situation or person that's causing you stress. This may look like elopement from an activity or space.
Hey Kat, I noticed earlier you stole someone's marker?
Next, we have accepting responsibility. With this style, the individual may recognize their role in the situation and accept any consequences that occur.
Hey Kat, I heard earlier you called Alex a bad name. Is that right?
Yeah.
Would you mind coming over here and talking with me about it?
Fine.
Our next coping style is self-control. In this style, a participant may become quiet or withdrawn when confronted. They are exhibiting control over their response or role in the situation.
Kat, I noticed earlier you tore up someone's art project. Is that right? Kat, is that something you did?
Lastly, we have positive reappraisal. This style allows the individual to understand their part in the situation and reframe it as a learning experience and move on.
Kat, I heard earlier you called Alex a bad name. Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, one of our expectations is to be kind, and that wasn't very kind.
You're right. I feel really bad.
Now that we've identified coping styles, let's talk about ways to support each. Disclaiming. Humor. Sometimes letting a participant know it's not that serious or a big deal can help them accept responsibility. Even sharing a story of a similar situation with a bit of humor can help. Hey Kat, I heard you knocked over Alex's tower earlier. Did that happen? Are you sure? Sometimes we all get a little clumsy. It's okay.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I did knock over it. Let me go help him.
Yeah, let's go do that. Next, escape or avoidance. With this coping style, it's important to set limits, plan transitions, and implement positive reinforcement. Having these things in place can help a participant understand what is expected of them, as well as keeping them engaged throughout the times where elopement may happen, such as transitions between activities. Hey Kat, let's take a seat real quick, all right? Let's sit down on the floor here for a minute. Kat, thank you for sitting down. Very good job. I appreciate that you're giving me your eyes and you're listening. Very good. So I want to talk to you about something today, okay? And I'm glad that you're still listening. I saw you rip up Alex's art project today. We need to remember to stay kind, right? To our friends. That means keeping our hands to ourselves, right? And using kind words. Can you do that for me?
I'll try.
Thank you. Good job. Next, self-control. Humor and modeling are great ways to support this coping style. Using humor to break down defenses and then model how you would handle or speak about how you feel. Sometimes when the adult begins the conversation or offers their point of view first, a participant may start to open up. Go. Hey Kat, I heard that you called Alex a name today. Did you do that? You know, sometimes we all make a mistake and sometimes we say things we shouldn't. You know, I have a friend that accidentally stepped in poop once and we called her poop shoes. She did not like that, so we had to stop because it hurt her feelings. We didn't know it hurt her feelings, but it did. Do you think it hurt Alex's feelings?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think we should go do?
Apologize.
Yeah, let's go talk to Alex. So there may be times when just implementing a strategy may not be enough alone. So we need to be aware of our approach and how we can contribute to healthy coping. The first step is to understand. Acknowledge that this is difficult for kids and that they may need support coping with new COVID protocols. Next, you must listen. Hear what the participants are telling you. Really listen to what they're saying. Don't assume you know what they're going to say or jump in and interrupt them. Give them the time that they deserve to be heard. If it's not the right time to talk, make sure you are following up with them and giving them that time when you can. The next step is to validate. Tell them back what you heard and that it's okay for them to feel a certain way. No feeling is ever wrong because it's a feeling. If they feel scared, but you don't think it's something to be scared of, say, "It's okay to be scared. How can I help you make it less scary?" Instead of, "It's not that scary. You'll be fine." Once you've talked to the participant, you next want to support them. There are many ways to do that, so here are just a few ideas. Provide check-ins throughout the day. Help them connect with other participants through role modeling. Present them with options of things to do that are feasible. Work out solutions together, which helps build skills and autonomy. Provide activities or outlets to help them cope, such as journaling, drawing, reading a book quietly. So let's talk about that a little bit more. Planning activities to help support. You have the ability to plan your activities to help support your participants. So why don't we brainstorm some ways to do that? One way is to set aside time for activities that promote coping, such as journaling, storytelling, role-playing, or even yoga. Doing this will help your participants learn the skills in a fun way. That way they can later recall those tools when they need them. It's much easier to cope in the moment when you already have the tools necessary. Next, you can incorporate coping skills into your activities, such as breathing, stretching, grounding, etc. An example would be play an active game, and before they do X or Y, they have to take 3 deep breaths or stretch and touch their toes. It's a simple and easy way to reinforce coping skills throughout the day. Hey guys, it's time to line up. Oh, good job. Now I want you to take 3 big lion breaths. Great job, guys! Lastly, modify your environment to be more conducive to supporting coping styles. Play soft classical music rather than loud popular music. Reduce the lighting if possible. Role model appropriate coping skills for your participants and use quiet attention getters rather than using a loud voice. Great job, everyone! You have passed Coping 201. Your next course, Skill Building 202, is about to start. Hurry!